I took the path less traveled. I reached to grip your hand up. We had went hand in hand until I washed my hands of it, but not all the way. I was there, you know it. We was way too close to never get no closure. Did my potential run out? What couldn't replace your faith without? Did my potential run out? Did you forget what this about? Did my potential run? Might have been ribbon and sky for us. Not enough mind nor time for it. All you wanna hear is I'm yours. I told her I loved her. She said, what about when you going on tour? Ain't you gonna slide to the suites with the brand new freaks, getting down in the sheets with them whores? I told her I'm yours. But in my mind, I knew she wanted more. Even if I fuck one of the bitches on the floor, I ain't going ahead and bitches sitting on the floor. I ain't going ahead and bitches sitting at the walls. They gon' take away what's really always yours. She wouldn't have my baby.
Welcome to another episode of the Two Possibilities podcast, man. Let's give it up, man. We made it to another week.
Yeah,
another motherfucking week, bro.
We'll fuck around.
Around? Episode 4. We fucking out here, cuz. Listen. My name is Heem, Daddy. You're one of your co-hosts of the Two Possibilities podcast. Who are we speaking to?
You, it's your boy, Uncle Rickie, yo. We here live and direct.
You ain't hear what your man just said, though, bro?
What you say?
He talking about it's one of your hoes from the Two Possibilities. My name is Heem, Daddy.
What was I supposed to say, dog?
Co-host. You ain't.
I said co-host.
You said hoes.
No, what you talking? What this nigga talking
He
about?
tried to pull a David Ruffers on us?
Real fast, bro.
You on some shit.
That's your boy Raw, man. TP Raw. They don't call me Raw for no reason.
Right, man. Before we get started, obviously, we'd like to thank everybody for listening, for watching on YouTube. And we finally put a video podcast out. So please subscribe. That promise still stands. At 200 subscribers.
It was 100.
What's that mean?
It was 100. Don't do that. It was 100.
At 100 subscribers, I will reveal my hairline for 2.5 seconds. Okay.
For the episode.
No, for 2.5 seconds.
For the whole episode.
Okay? I mean, please like, share, and subscribe. Obviously, follow us on all social media platforms at Two Possibilities, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And please just follow and subscribe. Please subscribe. I mean, like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started, y'all. What's up? How y'all feeling, man?
I'm feeling good today. I ain't perturbed today. I'm here.
You ain't perturbed?
Nah.
Sure?
Listen, man, I feel raw today. Like, you know, I feel regular. Ain't no perturbed. It's raw.
Okay.
I say that.
How about you, Rick? How you feeling, bro?
Uncle Rickie feeling good today, you know. I'm blessed. I'm breathing, you know, I'm living. So
Right.
nothing's better than that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with. I mean, I'm not feeling perturbed or raw today. I'm feeling Heem today. You know what I mean? But
What's Heem?
all of my thoughts, like I be thinking a lot, bro. I just think constantly, like about different shit, and it just my mind go. I think I don't know. My mind just be focused on multiple different things. You know what I mean?
Shit, throw one of them thoughts out there for us.
I just one of the things I thought about recently, like, because I've been rewatching Breaking Bad. Like I watched this show like probably 12 times, bro.
Top 5 shows.
But as I watch it, it gets better and better. So one of the things I realize is like Walter White on the show is a fucking brilliant ass mind. Like he made like damn near close to 100% like meth. You know what I mean? Like he's a brilliant mind, but why is he a high school teacher? I thought about that. And he had his mans, you know what I mean, speaking, you know, hood terms, I guess. He had him and his man started a company. He ended up selling a share to the company and for like $5,000 or some shit, like something light. Like he sold his share to the company. The company got worth doing, like now his man's a billionaire. Took his girl too, by the way.
Yeah.
and now like he's a high school teacher. And now he's got cancer. He can't pay for his treatments, going broke and shit. Now he's making meth. But I just thought about like they're equally brilliant, right. They're equally talented, they're equally handsome, or whatever the case may be. You equal, but how come one is a billionaire and one is a high school teacher? And why is he not a high school professor? Why is he not more ambitious? Like why is it? And that got me thinking, like, why is it only like one LeBron? Why is it only like one KD? Or why is it only one Steve Jobs? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what is it about people who are really, really talented that doesn't let them get to that extra, you know what I mean? To go to the song, like, why don't people realize their potential? You know what I mean?
Because I think that most people, they believe other people's potentials on them for real. Like they put their fears on them, honestly. Like they're scared to sacrifice and take that risk because they seen so many people do the same thing, but they didn't make it. But at the same token, they gotta understand for real. Is a reason they didn't make it. They probably didn't go as hard as them for real. Like you seen the bull, like he said, listen, man, you can have my girl. I want my girl. Listen, you can have that life. You can have the income right now. You go ahead and be a teacher. I'm still gonna work on my dream. Rather than you took that 4 years to go ahead and became a teacher, and now that 4 years I became a billionaire, like having a whole company, ran the whole company after that. It's like he took a huge sacrifice that in those 4 years people scared to take for real, because not too many people make it. Not too many people go hard on them dreams like that. Like you use the example with LeBron, why we don't have too many LeBrons, why we don't have too many the Kobe's. Like honestly, I think that they sacrificed their whole childhood to get where they was at for real. All they did was eat, sleep, basketball for real. All they did was really study basketball films for real. They probably wasn't even watching no movies. Like they wasn't focusing on nothing else besides basketball. Whatever they did, they gained the knowledge of it, and they became that. I remember even Kobe was saying that he read the book on the referees, or where referees stay at on the court. Dang, like you really go ahead and observe where referees stay at so you can know how to get away with certain things that you do around the court. That's crazy to me for real.
That's fucking wild. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. But to me, there's a thin line, and it's always that thin line, between making it and not making it. As far as the Richard White situation, he didn't choose that, and his friend did, and it's always like that one decision, that thin line, like that one decision could be like, okay, that one decision can either be a great decision or a dumb decision. Do I do it or do I don't? Like if I make this decision and it all fails, that was a dumbass decision. But if I make this decision and it all goes to success, like his friend did, then that was a brilliant ass decision. Like it's a thin line when you talk about brilliance, genius, and dumb and stupid, because you're like, why would you do that? But that's just for somebody else. Like somebody else looking in on it, they'll think like that was a stupid idea. But in all reality, it was genius, and he should have did what his friend did and went on to become a billionaire when you already had ties in this company anyway. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
I get you. Like, in the same token, like, I think the way we word things, the way we look at people too as well, we place other people's fears upon us. Like you said, like, we one decision to make a dumb decision. But why gotta be a dumb decision, honestly? Like, same token, he's still living. He still can, go back and try that again, honestly. Like, I even read about, like, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was living in his car, and he was still doing plays and stuff like that. Other people look at him like, yo, go get the job and go ahead and do the plays at the same time. But he knew his potential. He knew that I need to focus on this one thing and go hard at this. No matter what I get out of it, that I will be successful and make it to where I want to be.
Right, because like I said, that's just that thin line, because everybody want to make it. That's everybody's, I want to be this, I want to be that. Like everybody wants to make it, but are you willing to double down on yourself? A lot of people don't bet on themselves, and they don't bet on themselves fully because they're not putting themselves all the way through that whole grind. Like you said, Tyler Perry was living in his car, just like Steve Harvey as well. Steve Harvey went out, even Kevin Hart, like all the greats and those great comedians, but all the greats, like at one point was this close from not making it. So that decision to not get a job could have been a dumbass decision. But in reality, like if we live it, we live through it, we double down on ourselves, we bet on ourselves, we put 100% into it, that it turns out like we get tenfold for that.
It seems like somebody's being a hypocrite today.
Oh shit.
Hypocrite how?
Oh shit, bro.
Dang, I believe, was that the first episode?
What you want? Okay.
When I was talking about quitting my job.
Oh yeah, the Homeless vs. Happy
And
episode. Please stream that Homeless vs. Happy.
Yes, please, right now on all platforms.
Catch up.
But I'm gonna brief y'all on what was discussed there. I was having a problem that I wasn't happy at my job, and I wanted to leave my job and find myself and find where I would be happy at. Rickie was telling me, Uncle Rickie, y'all man,
It's your boy.
y'all boy was saying, yo, stay at your job and find another job until you find happiness, honestly.
Okay.
Just stay with that security, You not shit. The bill man not gonna be happy when you ain't got no job. You can't pay that bill. But sometimes you can't worry about that, and that's what I was getting to, honestly. Like, bro, don't worry about that. Worry about longevity. Worry about your future, and everything will come to you. Like, do y'all believe in law of attraction?
Yeah.
All right, so if you really believe in a law of attraction, I think that if you really believe it and you really go out and get it for real, like you actually trying to work towards it with hard work, everything will come to you. And that's what happened with him. He didn't worry about security like Walter White. Walter White was thinking about, all right, I probably got a baby on the way. I got to take care of my wife. Come on. Give me that little 5,000. I can use that.
That was security, though.
I think it comes down to it being two different type people in the world, bro. And I know we always talk, but to me, it's only two different type people. Like it's people who want to grow, and people. It's like the growth mindset versus the fixed mindset. You know what I mean, that's a child development like tool to measure, child development and how you raise your kids, whatever. And I think it's two people in the world. I think his man's had that growth mindset where just like, if I fail at this, I'm cool. The experience is all that's important to me. Right. And some people, it's about the result. So that's the two different type of people in the world. It's the people who care about the experience and keep you in the knowledge, and keep people who care about the result. Walter White cared about the result. The result wasn't, it wasn't obtaining no residuals. Like at the time he needed it. So it's like, I'm moving on. Like,
right.
But niggas with growth mindsets, they're like, no, I'm gonna keep going until I exhausted all of the experience I possibly needed, and then I'm gonna keep going and doing other things. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's what it boils down to. Like,
I got you. So it's all up to really what you want, honestly. Like,
it's how you raised and what you want, and you want what you want out of whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? Like you said.
And I believe it's definitely how you raised. And I wasn't being a hypocrite, bro, because I still believe in security. I'm saying there's still a thin line. I support either way, but I'm mainly for security. So I'm the Walter White, but like you were saying, it's
Walter White. Yeah, you a teacher, bro.
Hey, listen,
a teacher till he see his man get money. Now you about selling meth now.
You roasted ass.
You feel me? Because that's exactly what happened.
Hey, baby, we gotta get this dollar. I got cancer. I gotta get this money. But yeah, like, so he see his man getting money, but at the end of the day, like, he ain't hating. But at the end of the day, he's like, all right, I made my decision. I live with it. Now it's time for me to make another decision. And that's what he went on to do. He went on to make excellent meth, damn near the purest. Niggas don't even know how he could make it. But once again, it's because why? He was a teacher of science, and he already knew how the measurements and all that went. So, like,
but that's really that's my issue with that side of people. Now, I'm saying I don't think either one is right or wrong, but I think the fact of the matter is he started applying that growth mindset when it was like dire need to. You know what I'm saying? Because what he did was accomplish having a meth empire, right?
Yeah.
And he applied those growth mindset ideals to do what he was doing. Like he didn't stop. He kept going. He through murdering niggas, through all that shit. Right. Through niggas burning them and all that shit, but he kept going. But only when it was like, oh, I'm dying. Like I got a year to live. That's when I'm doing it. But like that's really that's the
because at that point,
some people don't like it. Don't take something like that for them to have that mindset.
True
to me. That's really the problem.
Yeah. That's probably like it's not statistically, and this is not real, but to me, in my eyes, that's probably like 10%, 20% of people. People who don't just not even that high. I would state probably 5 or 10% of the people who doesn't need like a dire situation to want to get out and go get it. That's why it's only 1%, 2% of people in the world that holds all the riches than everybody else. Like it's only 1%, 2% billionaires when everybody else is middle class, working class.
Less than 1% of billionaires.
But and that's what I mean. So like a lot of people. Like Walter White, he was, listen, I'm dying anyway. I have nothing to lose. When you have nothing to lose, you don't care. It's all about Hail Marys. It doesn't matter what I do now. I was going, at the end game is me dying. Mm-hmm. So I have nothing to lose. Like,
you still got stuff to lose, though.
You have nothing to lose.
You do.
In his mind, he's already going to die. So if I die today or if I die a year now, they gave me a year. If I die today, if I die a year now, I'm still at a loss. So I might as well do and put up my best effort to protect my family and give my family, leave something behind for my family. That's all you gotta
remember that he wasn't doing that to begin with. He was doing that to keep up with chemo, to pay off the chemo treatment and everything like that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So same token, like you say, you ain't got nothing else to lose for real. If he starts selling drugs and you doing this for your selfish reason to go ahead and do chemo stuff like that, and they found out he was selling drugs, all that stuff was going to get taken away from his family, honestly. So he did have stuff to lose. He just was thinking like, yo, listen, I got to do what I have to do to actually live to provide for my family. That's what to begin with.
Yeah, I get that.
So my thing is that as well, like to bring back what you were saying about dumb decision, we have to stop saying somebody's making a dumb decision off of their action. Honestly.
Because that's their decision. I agree.
Exactly. So if he go ahead and say, I'm not going to go get a job like Walter White, I'm going to go ahead and keep working on what I'm working on, focus on, that's not a dumb decision. All right, listen, he's staying in the car, he's staying at his mom's crib, whatever like that. Whatever his reason is, and he's staying at 30 and he's fixing what he got to fix, honestly, and building up $1 million company. If he working hard towards it, let him do that. That's his decision. Because all he going to do is learn from it. All the other things that Walter White is obtaining through this time, he's still going to obtain that at 30, at 40, at 50, no matter what.
That's true, but that also goes back to that thin line, like I was saying. That's just the one side of things. Now, let's say things never happen for him and he's still in that car. He still don't have a job. So now he done went from investing in himself to, okay, I can't even make it now because the decision I made, that done ran out. Like, I get your point. Those are all the good points. That's all the upside.
Right, so even if that don't work out, honestly, bro, it's still going to be jobs out here hiring no matter what. Jobs ain't going to stop hiring.
Right, but now you kind of like too far in, right?
You ain't too far in. You can still get a job. Is jobs going to remain hiring, bro?
Okay, and what address you going to use? You living in your car.
So you never seen nobody get a job they ain't had no address. First of all, like we just said, Steve Harvey. How did they go ahead and be able to get in touch with Steve Harvey, bro?
You got a phone number.
You can always get an address, bro.
Regardless, you could go get a P.O. box. You can go ahead and just even go to a temp
yeah.
agency if you want to, bro. Until you can afford the address, whatever efficiency.
Yeah.
But at the same token, just stop saying that it's dumb decisions out here for the action people make. In my opinion, honestly, the dumbest decision that people would do is let other people's fears be placed upon them.
Yeah.
So if you go ahead and say, yo, man, listen, my girl keep complaining about me, I need to go get a job and stuff like that, that's a dumb decision to me, to the extent. Like, if she telling you for a good reason why you need to go get a job and stuff like that, go get that job. But if she telling you, get rid of your passion for this job, honestly, that's a dumb decision to me. You ain't gonna never be happy unless you chasing your passion.
Right. So that kind of, honestly, bro, that brings me to, like, I guess my next question, which would be like, because I know you was talking about how other people's fears influence you, certain people's decisions and shit. Like, so I know we talking off mic about or pre-pro about other people's influence on our thoughts. Right. I mean, I think that's a big issue, but like how do you feel about like can other people influence your thoughts? Like other people's fears, other people's like not even just their fears, but like you know what I mean? Like
all the way. Even
your thoughts, your decisions, all that shit.
They fears, in my opinion, can, handicap you. They actions can really discourage you.
Right.
I mean, I can give you a perfect example that one of my cousins was one of the best basketball players that I knew for real, and he just stopped for whatever reason. And I think he had a baby on the way. He started selling drugs. So he had everybody at the basketball game, though. We had aunts, uncles, grandma, had the whole block at the game, everything like that. You know who's at my game?
Who?
Me and two of my homies that was playing like in the age bracket on top of me. So I'm playing like 13 under. They playing like 15 under. Like, so it's like, damn, like they going to all his games. I ain't got nobody go to my game. Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna be able to make it playing basketball. Like, so what I started doing, I hung on to him. I seen what he was doing next. And next, he's over here buying pizza for his girlfriend. He buying wheels and everything like that for drug money. I start observing, like, you feel me? Like, he didn't necessarily tell me what to do or why he stopped. But sometimes people's actions and, in my opinion, his fear as well that he didn't want, like, that he wasn't gonna be able to make it was enhanced to me. I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it.
Bro, that's, if you think about it, that's actually kind of fucked up. Because it's like how people don't realize how much responsibility they have. Like,
right. That
like
they place on others.
Not even that they place on others, but like the responsibility they have to influence other people. Because you saying that you were playing basketball, you could have. Now I don't know. You asked. You trash though. Now,
that's why I want nobody at his games. But moving on.
But let's say if you was good.
That's some bullshit. Go ahead, man.
You trash.
Nigga, ask your family. They went to his games and didn't come to yours.
But let's say if you
the
were
proof
good.
Is in the pudding.
Let's say if y'all were both good.
Right?
Right?
Family like that.
Right. When you were here last podcast. But like, let's say if you were actually good though, and people didn't go.
Nigga, I was good. Nigga, say you think I'm gonna just let that joke come?
All right, so you were good, right? So, but people didn't go to your games and shit. That discouraged you.
Yeah.
People like that's funny. Is how much responsibility people have to influence us, and they don't take it serious. Kind of, you know what I mean? Like
Correct.
And you could have went a different way. You could have been Nate Robinson. You know what I
Right.
mean? You could have been you could have been fucking
Isaiah Thomas or somebody.
I mean, because you are short for a basketball player, so you could have been somebody. You could have been something crazy, but people's lack of encouragement showed you a different way. And your big cousin, his responsibility as being a big cousin, even though he may not have wanted that expectation on him, but by him getting that praise that you wanted,
Right.
you know what I mean? It kind of like, and then it kind of made his actions make you want to do whatever he was doing. You know what I mean? To get that. So it's like, it's kind of fucked up when you think about it. And it's like also like, people don't understand the responsibility they have, others and shit.
That's a fact. And that's get me to what people say the most all the time. Like, shit, if I'm not a man, how am I raise a man? And it make you think sometimes that, we got to understand that everybody not all the way to the maturity that you expect them to be at that certain age. You feel me? You can't tell me that, my responsibility is to watch over you. And when it's him talking, I don't even know myself, honestly. You feel me? Like, I can't show you the way unless I know the way myself. Or, like, I can tell you what to do, but I'm not practicing what I'm preaching. So what you going to do? You're going to do the same thing I do regardless.
Right.
So, but my thing as well is, like, you should be able to tell people honesty about, like, that, I'm scared for certain situations, and don't discourage them not to do it because you scared as well. Encourage them, I think, to go to where they scared at, break out that comfortability.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I think that's a scary situation for us to do as people, but we have to believe in ourselves more first, and as well we have to believe in our people. Like how you were saying in the last podcast that, in order for family to go ahead and be able to build another generational wealth behind us for real, we had to give them the handout to be able to, help themselves. So I mean, rather it's money, knowledge, or anything like that. If we don't do that, then we ain't gonna ever succeed in life.
Yeah.
But that just brings us back to like, excuse me, what we was talking about before. Like, cause me personally, I don't feel as though others should be able to influence you. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not blind or stupid because I know influence plays a lot in today's world. Like everybody wants something because of somebody else has it. So don't get me wrong, I am aware of that, but to me personally, I don't think that should be a thing. And I feel as though like we as a whole, as a community, we should push like the individuality. Like we should want to do something for ourselves. Like just like you were saying, like you looked up to your big cousin. Now we all supposed to look up to somebody, but we shouldn't take on all their traits. Just like you said, you seen he was the best ball player. He didn't take it on. He was having a baby. He moved on to selling drugs because he had to make money for the baby or whatever he did selling drugs for. But that's what he went on to do. And you seen what he was getting out of that. So instead of keeping with basketball, you went the other route he went. And so like that, like I was just saying before, that brings you back to individuality. Like you have to know what you want for yourself. Like stop trying to see yourself in others.
Right.
I don't feel as though like everybody should do that. Even though the world, 99% of the world, that's it. Because if anybody's on social media, you being influenced by others. And that's ridiculous because it's like now you living your life. Like people go broke to impress broke people. I fucking hate that.
But I don't know. I think it's different because when you young though, it's like you need a goddamn you need a
mentor or a life guide. I get that.
People have
Trust
lived experience, been in your shoes before, and you need you just absolutely need that. And I think that's when you say you can't. Like it's like you kind of have to. You kind of have to do what other people do.
You don't because how do you figure generation first? Like the first person to go to college. If he haven't seen nobody go to college, like he just chose to do that. Like I'm not saying that.
No, I mean you have. That's like I think that's a preface. You have to do what other people do to eventually find your own way. You know what I mean? Like babies learn how to walk, but then they discover eventually that I want to run. I want to do this. I want to do this because now I know. Now I have this base knowledge. Like him playing basketball might have influenced him to do different things, even though his decision for doing it was some reason. But I think it kind of made him go different ways. Like right now, he's cross your fingers. You know what I mean? Knock on wood. He's good. He ain't not no jailbird. Nothing. I mean, he
I
get
ain't
money.
going back no more.
You know what I mean? So obviously, and I don't know where your cousin at right now, but you utilize, even if they perceived as bad traits, but you utilize them to go your own way. Now you're a real estate owner.
Right.
You a fucking podcaster. You
Right.
you a get money nigga. You a Mitch. whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? You married and shit. You got 4 kids. Like you're perfect. Like you living a perfect life. Well,
According to others.
Right? But I mean, even if you're not, you know what I mean, but the point is, you
feel your individuality.
You found your individuality by you needed that to find your individuality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my opinion, you need that. And you disagree.
I disagree. Like, because I get what you're saying as far as like the growing up thing, the walking, and that's prepubescent. So like you being in those early stages, you do need somebody to shape you, because it's like all you know growing up. So let's say from the ages from birth to 6 or 7. Well, like 6 or 7, because that's when you're in kindergarten and all that. From the age of birth to 6 to 7, all you know is what somebody taught you. Mm-hmm. You can't know anymore because you haven't been exposed to more. So all you know is what somebody taught you. So you could be a real fucked up individual, but to you feel as though you're doing nothing wrong because that's all you know. That's all you've been around. That's all you was shown. Mm-hmm. So with that, like, you have to move on, and like those you can't change. But like when you move on and grow, you tend to have to think for yourself. If you still waiting for somebody to mold you and shape you in your later years, that's not cool. At that point, you're not your own individual at that point. Like, you doing what you need to do because somebody did this. All right, he got this. I need to get that too. Mm-hmm. If I understand, because listen, I had this argument all the time with my older cousin because he feel as though his brother never follow after him. And I'm like, bro, he follow after you because listen, my older cousin, he played ball. His brother wanted to play ball. His brother never really wanted to play ball. He played ball because that's what his older brother did. Mm-hmm. But he was into skateboarding and all that. His older brother wasn't into that. But his older brother, like, chastised him a little bit, like, talked about him like, why you trying to skateboard? Like, that's white people things. They ain't what black people do. We ball. So he really pursued ball. Like, but if he would have stayed in his own lane, been his own individual, who knows what he could have done with skateboarding? You get what I'm saying? Like, so my whole thing is you can't have somebody or put that pressure on them to mold and shape you. Now, you could use them as a guide, but for them to,
I think we agree though.
Y'all are agreeing. Y'all saying the same thing. You're saying
thing.
that like it take you a little while to mold yourself, but then as well you got to go for where you're passionate about. You know
right?
What I mean?
Because
he said the same thing. He's saying that at early ages people do more who you become sometimes.
I only agree with that because at an early age you only know what somebody's showing you. So yes, that's the molding part. That's the only reason why I would agree with at an early age that point.
All right, I'm gonna give you a perfect example right now, right? So like I'm gonna go back to our first podcast when you was telling me to keep my job for security reasons, right? Mm-hmm. You know that fear be placed upon a lot of people of why you should keep your job, and that's why they stay unhappy where they at for life, and then it always be a generational curse after that. They never transition to the next level of life that they can go ahead and tell their child they can be everything they want to be.
It don't have to be like that because just because you stop don't mean you have to stop your child.
But you placing your fears upon me can stop me from making my next move. It can happen.
It can. I'm not disagreeing.
And it happens most of the times.
Yeah, but still, there's still opportunity for you not to repeat everything that's done in the past, because at the same time, yes, you take into account what your family or your father, your mother who told you, listen, I don't want you doing this because this is what happened to me. So yeah, you take that into account, but all right, now you already know what she went through and how she did it. You won't do it that same way. So your outcome could be different from somebody else's outcome because they already did it. So you already know the way they did it. You don't want to do it that way because it could also be a different outcome.
But if you telling me your fear that I will go ahead and not be able to take care of my bills and stuff like that I need to stay at my job and stay unhappy where I'm at, I can really stop. Like, yo, you know what? I'm done with passion. Let me get a job and stay where I'm at. Let me stay where I'm at for life, for real, because it's security. I'm taking care of these bills.
Right.
All right. So I would never evolve to a person that I could become because your fears upon me not be able to take care of my bills will keep me stranded, bro.
It's not always about fears because you always you always have to weigh your worst possible outcome. Because I could give you a worst possible outcome now. Now you done with your job, correct?
Correct.
You have health insurance?
Correct. I still got it with the post office.
But I'm saying, so when that runs out, you won't no longer have health insurance through the post office. You'll have to get it on your own, right?
Probably so.
You plan to get it on your own?
Yes.
All right. And you know how much that'll cost on your own?
I don't.
It's major money. But
What's major money?
instead of your little 30, 15, depending on who, I don't know what you pay a month, but it's significantly increases. It goes into the hundreds, is what I'm saying, a month, depending on what insurance you go with. But either though, if you don't get that, and if something happens to you, God forbid, but there's an accident, right? Your car's still insured, so your car is fine. Something happens to you, those medical bills goes directly to you. If there's no insurance, how are you planning to pay those medical bills? Is what I'm saying. Like,
all right, but that's your fear that's what happened. But
I'm
even the
saying
same token, you're telling me that even if I get hurt at my job, bro, what's gonna take care of me? Honestly, you don't really get paid from FMLA for real. You don't get paid for real for what I do. You can't really take care of your bills with that, bro. But I'm gonna go on early retirement. If I get hurt from my job, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I think honestly, bro, I think you've proven his point.
I'm not proving.
Let me tell you how. Let me tell you. You know, that's really a trait with this podcast. You always prove his point. You basically he's saying this, and I agree with you now. Like now I'm just listening to y'all like with my third eye. Like he basically saying like that's not you might not be scared of it. That's a fear that you placing upon him, and he's saying that he's assessed those things and he outweighed his goals and said his goals are worth more than that fear. And if I think about that fear of losing health insurance, not being able to pay my bills, not having my house, then I will never ever achieve my dreams. But if I'll have a better chance if I just not not worry about those fears. You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but
So
that's
like,
if you go that route. Of course, but I'm just saying, like he just said, he is still insured through his job.
If I'm not,
you know what I'm saying? Even whatever example, that's
if you're not insured, those bills still gonna have to get paid. But like you said, you're gonna pay them because you making a way. But that doesn't go with everybody. You keep trying to make your situation everybody else's situation. It doesn't work like that.
Fair,
but what we're saying, honestly, bro, is going chasing your passion for real. Don't worry about everybody else got going on. But you placing your fears upon somebody else, that's what you should be worried about. You telling me that I should be worried about paying my bills. I should be worried about having medical insurance. I should be worried about doing what my next step is. Well, honestly, that's my passion. I'm not thinking about that, honestly. Maybe I should be worried about that. But why I think that I'm more worried about is just living an unhappy life.
That's true. But
that's where you should be focusing what's your direction towards, bro. Chase your passion. You just said the reason that you don't let other people's fears be placed upon you because you look at individuality. Right. What do Rickie want in life? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if Rickie know in life he want medical insurance, he want to make sure that he could pay his bills on time and stuff like that, then that's what Rickie wanted. Rickie going to keep that job and he going to pay his bills on time. If I say right now, bro, listen, I got tenants right now paying my mortgage for me, all the bread I got saved up, all right, it's going to go all into whatever I want to go towards for my future and everything like that. You should say, yo, you know what, bro, do what you got to do. Just know this is what it takes, but this is what you got to do. Don't say, bro, the bill man, he going to be knocking on the door. The medical man going to be knocking on the door, bro. What if this don't work out, bro? Listen, bro, all you should say, bro, listen, chase who you are. Chase your passion. Chase your dream and go hard at it. That's the only way you're going to make it. Because if you don't do that, your fear upon me and other people's fear upon me, that's going to make me say, yo, I'm going to just go get me a job.
It's going to make you second guess. It's going to make you do it. You know what I mean?
I understand the second guessing. But just like we speaking earlier, we all agree, if I'm not mistaken, there's only 1% and 2% of people in the world that are billionaires.
Less than 1% of billionaires.
Exactly, in the whole world. So, of course, everybody chases their dream. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. But what I'm saying is, even if you chase your dream, everybody's not going to make it. So for you to chase your dream, I would love for everybody. I would love for you to keep preaching, chase your dream, chase your dream. In reality, everybody's not going to be able to trace it.
I think that's the reason why nobody make it.
What?
That reason right there.
Wow, because in reality it was never happening.
No, because in reality, people say in reality it's not going to happen. That's the
It's
point.
not.
No, that's the reason.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
That could be.
That's-
I understand what
I'm saying.
you're saying.
That's our point. Is that it's that whole rhetoric about fucking.
Because you was about to say
everybody
fear,
not
that's
going
not
to
a fear.
Everybody, it is a kind of a
Numbers
fear. It's
don't
like
lie.
Bro, and that's
lie.
why,
That's
because
the
it's he's token, that's the fears placed upon others. That's why it's never be a stopping point. Like, when is you want to stop this curse for everybody else?
That's really the point. It's like
It's a cycle.
When you say, "Or in reality, everybody not going to make it." Yeah, if you keep saying that shit,
Of course, everybody gonna lose.
First of all, saying it don't make it real. Like,
And
listen,
no, it do,
if
though.
you have to give up, but that
It
brings
do
us
make it
back to the
real.
point. You shouldn't have other people's opinions affecting you.
it's not about opinions. It's about people spewing statistics. It's about people
And
saying
numbers don't lie.
Numbers never lie, and
They don't.
And it's less than 1% of billionaires. And
They don't, and it is.
How you gonna pay your bills? So you got to have somewhere to live.
You do.
No, obviously, your realistic approach to things is true, but the reason that's also how people are herded and sheeped into this box and pin of
The
basically
cycle that
the
we
cycle,
need to get a job that we need to work at this job
because
for the
you're
rest of our
not
life.
going to make it. It's like, but here's our point, I think, and I don't want to speak for you, but here's my point. You know what I mean? That if you have that growth mindset to call back to the beginning, the growth mindset, which is your goal is to always to learn and gain experience, then you'll never have to worry about bills. You'll never have to worry about those fears that people place upon people who are trying to chase their dreams, because it's always about learning and getting to the next step, and the money will come. The everything will come in. Obviously, sometimes the bill man's going knock on the door or whatever. I mean, that shit's going to happen, but it's all about figuring it out. But if you never actually, if you get so fixated on those fears, then you'll never have a chance. It's like the whole thing about the lottery.
I was
You
about
can
to
never.
say that we are speaking of lottery right now. You
Yeah,
must work for the state.
But the difference is, if you work hard at something, it's not lottery. It's more of a bigger chance that you'll achieve it.
True.
way.
And
That's
I
the difference.
agree. I agree. 100%.
But when niggas keep saying that everybody don't make it, then everybody not gonna make it.
well, then that's you again
It's
letting
not-
somebody else's opinions affect
it's not
you.
just one
Your
person
opinions
opinion.
is facts. You bringing up statistics and stuff like that, bro.
But I'm
it's going to be
saying-
a cycle fact.
It's not just one
Right.
person opinion. It's not just you saying. It's a million of
Oh.
you. It's billions of you saying that.
Exactly, because that's America. But I'm
That's
just saying,
and I'm saying that's the issue though, and that's really the issue is that
that can be the issue. But what we was talking about was, should you let other people's opinions affect you? You shouldn't. But with me saying that, and you saying that's what people listen to. If they didn't listen to it, they shouldn't have let it affect them, and they should move on and continue to do what they're going to do. But I'm saying, and what you just said is they listening to people like me, and I'm saying they shouldn't. But at the end of the day, they are. So that's
if you-
reality.
It's not. That's
Yeah, but
reality. They
you-
listen to you, but the same token, then why
who
are
you
saying
listen
out
to?
your mouth?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Who
Like,
you listening? That's really the problem. Like you saying, you weren't when you were younger. You weren't born with this mindset of everybody not gonna make it. You had a dream when you were younger. When you were just fucking 18, 19, 20. You was at Ole Miss trying to make the team.
Right.
That's a dream of yours that you had. But is it naive to have that dream? Is it naive to chase that dream? Is it naive to, but now you in the mindset is like everybody not gonna make it. And why? Like who did you listen to for you to now come to that conclusion that everybody not gonna make it? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. I get what you're
like
saying.
you like the problem is that it's like a cycle, like you were saying. Like everybody, like you saying you shouldn't listen to people, but you at one point listen to somebody telling you that, because and that's really the problem. Like when most people telling people that, and eventually you're right, people shouldn't, but it's like a cycle when multiple people saying it. It's like
You start believing in yourself.
start believing it, and it affected you clearly. Now you're one of the people who are saying it.
But like I said too, you don't have to listen. You shouldn't listen.
But how did you listen? How did you get to this conclusion?
Well, if you using that example, I just didn't make the team. That was it.
But that was that was your only passion.
That's what I'm saying.
Becoming-
I would just use that as an
That's
example,
my
right?
only
I just use
passion.
that
But
as-
I'm just But at the end of the day, you have to decide, and you got to decide whether you're going to listen to those people
Crazy old camera.
who's been influencing you, or you going to listen to yourself to go on and fight that dream. Like I said, I'm not against going against your dream. Don't get me wrong.
You just have a realistic approach to it.
That's what I'm saying. You just have to be realistic. Listen, everybody in the world can right now decide they want to follow their dream. Everybody's not going to make that dream.
You know, if everybody decided, I think if everybody decided to chase their dreams, you're right. Everybody not gonna make it, but it's about what you want. It's like you're going to gain that experience. You're going to gain that knowledge. You're going to gain that. You're going to learn things about yourself. I think that's really the difference. Like people, the reasoning people do things. You know what I mean? Like it's like sometimes you're not going to make it, or sometimes you're not going to make money, but It's about making it to the next step. Like what's your objective? That's really the difference, I think. Like,
exactly. And you got to set those goals. But it's just like you come down to all these different opinions, and let's say like we were just saying, everybody chase their dreams. God forbid everybody chase their dreams right now, right this second.
You say God forbid.
Because I'm just saying it's not going to work out, and you just agree
Why is it
with
not
me.
gonna work out?
Everybody's not going to get their dream.
But even
Listen.
all right, go ahead. Just say your example, bro. Like,
But I'm just saying, you step out on that faith, right? But you also have to realize some people, when you tell them to chase certain things, you can't negate what you have. Like if you have a family, certain things you just can't chase. You jeopardizing your family. For great ass example, the Will Smith movie, Pursuit of Happiness. Yes, he loses his wife in that movie. She's working jobs to support him because his idea and his dream isn't working right now.
Well, that's a loose interpretation of it. I don't think that's what happened.
But listen, it happened though, right?
No, it didn't.
It did.
I'm saying the way you describe, he didn't lose his wife because he was chasing his dreams.
Yeah, he lost his wife because she was working, and he decided not to work and take on an internship.
Wrong.
That's not wrong.
I promise you, it's wrong. That's not why he lost his wife. He lost his wife because they had problems already. But two, remember
they had money problems. He ain't bringing nothing in.
But it wasn't because he was going to internship. He started an internship like towards the end of the relationship already. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. He was selling them fucking bone density scanners. He wasn't making no bread. Like,
but at the end of the day, making no bread is making no bread.
But it wasn't. He wasn't like he was chasing his dreams. You know what I'm saying? He was pursuing his dreams after his wife was already gone. Like she was gone. That's the point I'm making. But yeah, go ahead.
He was still trying to pursue dreams with the fucking bone density scanner. Like the fuck is you talking about? Rewatch the fucking movie. Either fucking way, like you jeopardize certain things. So, like, I understand your dreams is everybody wants to make their dream come true. But is it worth, and this answer varies, but is it worth jeopardizing family? Yes. Okay, that's yes for you. I assume it's just for you too.
For sure.
Right, okay.
If it's meant for you to have it, you would keep it, in my opinion. Honestly. Right. So even you say that, you chase a dream, everybody not gonna make it. All right, even if you chase a dream, you don't make it. You can fall close. Right now, we do podcasting.
Right.
We don't make it as whatever the biggest podcasters. Heem could probably become the biggest engineer from this. You could become the biggest marketer. I can become the biggest whatever co-host that they just have as a guest for real. Mm-hmm. But we start off as two possibilities. That's why our dream was to become the biggest podcast. So same token, even if you don't, make it to where you want to on a level of life, you can fall close, bro. And you got the knowledge now that you can obtain it and keep on with it. Feel me? You probably get another dream behind that dream that you once had. Like LeBron, man. LeBron, what's his boy name?
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul was playing ball with LeBron. He didn't make it to the NBA.
Nope.
No, he wasn't playing ball with LeBron. He was just a hustler.
Yeah.
He was a hustler.
But either way, he was.
Thing.
Yeah, but you're right. The same thing though.
Yeah.
He was a hustler. He was selling shit. He wanted to have a clothing line. He was selling jerseys. He was selling shit like that.
Right.
And,
glass half full. I get it, guys. I get it.
I truly do. No, it's not about being pessimistic. It's not about being optimistic.
But you also have to see it. You have to see it for what it's worth too. Like you have to see the ins and the outs. So you seeing it, all the good things that could happen. Never once have either one of y'all said none of the bad things that could happen.
We know.
No, that's
telling us the bad things that can happen. That's why we stopped chasing our dreams. But at the same token, you should tell us as well. Listen, bro, this is what comes with it. But I'm not telling you don't chase your dreams because you're just telling us the bad thing. That's where the cycle happens. That we don't think that we can make it at all. You're telling us 1 out of 100 people can make it, or 1 out of 1,000 people can make it. You like, dang, like only 1 out of 1,000 people get.
But that shouldn't get you down. That should even push you harder. Let you be that one.
No, because if you
Then why
the
say
person
it then?
the person that
Because you need these numbers.
Why do I need the numbers?
Believe in me? Don't believe in me. Why should I keep going?
But see, that's your interpretation of me not believing in you.
You
me
don't.
Telling how? Because I tell you the numbers of all those fell. Me, that should want to push you, make you grind even harder.
If you listen to the first episode, bro, you call me, you say, yo, you making a dumb decision. That's a stupid move. That's stupid. I think that's what you said.
I was there. I know.
All right, so if you're questioning somebody intelligent, then that's what you say.
I never question your intelligence.
But I think, bro,
I question your decision.
I think the problem is that if you don't like you basically articulated. I don't want to like rehash and go in circles, but what you said was perfect. Like, which was, even if you don't achieve something that your primary goal, you'll no matter what. Now, I think 100% of the time, since you want to spew statistics, I think 100% of the time, if you go hard at something, whatever that goal might be, you'll always find something along the way, no matter what. I mean, there's this Instagram. I know a lot of people know, but this Instagram nigga named Lethal Shooter, he wanted to play in the league. I mean, he wanted to be basically wanted to be in the league, basketball player, whatever. It didn't happen for him. That was his goal. That was his dream. But he ended up being a shooting coach, making as much money or more money than certain niggas in the league being a shooting coach for basketball players. Mm-hmm. And now he's making consistent money. He can be a shooting coach for the rest of his life. Yeah. Whereas if he was a basketball player, if his dream was to be a basketball player, he'll probably last until 35 at the latest.
Right.
So it's like the point he's making, and and I agree with you, is it don't matter about those statistics. Even if you say, whether you say it or not, that literally does not matter, because everything that you can achieve outweighs it. No matter what, like, you'll always find something along the way. Lethal Shooter found shooting coaching. You know what I mean? Or like you said, I may be able to produce something else. We got plans on producing other shit other than podcasting. You know what I mean? So but if people like you keep spewing that rhetoric about you might not achieve your dreams, it's just gonna continue that cycle.
Bro, you know how many lethal shooters it is?
That's cool.
That's the point.
He's doing what he happy. He's still
he created a lane, and he's making like.
But I'm saying, you know how many people that could shoot like Lethal Shooter? I'm not trying to say Lethal Shooter, but I'm saying, you know how many people that could shoot like Lethal Shooter? Mm-hmm. And they just a regular bull.
What's up? Okay, because there's people like you who's telling you, yo, it's nothing. If you don't make it to the league, then it's nothing. That's the problem. Like, Lethal Shooter didn't make it to the league. But he made
digress.
He's playing with basketball. He's teaching the best basketball players in the world.
He's
how
the
to
1-2%.
He's not,
because there's 98% more niggas just like him that can shoot the fucking leather off the ball.
That listened to you and was like, "Yo, everybody." Everybody not gonna make it.
Exactly. Like, I can't do it. Or I'm not gonna be as big as Lethal Shooter. But same token, bro, you don't have to be as big as that man, bro. You never know if somebody go ahead and be in 1-on-1 with Melo right now for getting paid the same amount as Lethal Shooter. He's just a face, honestly. You never know. All right, numbers don't lie and everything like that, but same token, some numbers don't go accounted for.
I think I'm of the belief that numbers do lie. You can manipulate any statistic to make your viewpoint. And I think the problem is that I think people just need to stop saying it. Stop saying, people, you may not, you could make it, but you may not make it. I think I personally think it's a higher percentage that you could than if you don't. But people just talk about what if you don't do this? What if this? Like, fuck that shit, yo. Fuck it. Fuck that shit is stupid to think about those bad things. Like, it just don't make no sense.
Bro, I remember off mic, we was talking about how, like, you was saying that, you know, your dad was going to work, he going home, he going to sleep for real. Like, bro, that's the same thing that can happen to us. When we get kids and stuff like that, we go ahead and, you know, don't chase our passion. We just chase our job, honestly. We going to work 24/7, go home and go to sleep for real. People ain't really going to have time for us. We're not going to have time for them.
Yeah, imagine that, man. That's so whack. That's so whack. But yeah, I mean, we can move on to something different. Because we're not gonna agree. We're not gonna agree with this one.
Not with Rickie.
Not with Rickie. We're not gonna agree. No, Rickie gonna come on next podcast like, you know what, guys?
I won't. Like I said, I agree with certain things, but y'all only seeing the positive. Y'all won't recognize the negatives, and negatives are there. Everything is not 100%.
You're gonna keep going in circles.
I know where Rickie trauma is at right there.
Yeah,
now he just trauma.
It's about he need therapy, bro. Some way, somehow.
Every decision I make is always about some fucking trauma.
All I just want to know. We can keep it short. You know what I mean, on this one, but we might disagree. On is withholding information the same thing as lying?
Oh, I can't wait for this trauma shit to come up.
If you
Go ahead.
You answer, bro.
If you
Go
don't
ahead.
tell, like it don't have to be about relationships. It don't have to be about it can literally just be, maybe let's say you at your job and shit. You know what I mean, because since you a job boy and shit. Let's say you at your local alcohol distributor.
My institution of work.
and you steal some things, you know what I mean? And you don't get caught.
Right.
But the inventory gotta get checked, my nigga. Like, is that lying to your boss, or your regional manager, by not telling them that it was you?
No to your question. But also, listen, if I don't say anything, that's not a lie. I didn't say anything. A lie, you have to say something.
Raw pulled up the definition of lying.
Spit it for me.
One of the synonyms,
for the people.
And one of the synonyms for lying is deception. You don't think that's deception?
Because I didn't say anything?
Yes.
Another synonym was withhold the truth.
Withholding the truth, yes.
That was another synonym for it.
Yeah, but you can. If I don't say anything, I'm not withholding anything. Let me say something about it first.
So, bro, I'm gonna give you a perfect example.
You don't have to give me an example.
You got $1,000 right here on the floor. Heem steal from you. I seen Heem steal it.
Mm-hmm.
You find out that I knew that Heem steal it 2 years later or a year later. Everything that
Right.
I didn't say nothing to you. Do you feel like I lied to you?
You didn't lie to me because I never came to you, asked did Heem steal from me, nor did you come to me and say Heem stole from me. You didn't lie to me. That was some nut ass shit. But you didn't lie. We asking about lying. You did some nut ass shit because you ain't let me know.
Bro, we just said the synonym for it was withhold the truth, and that's deception as well.
But
bro.
you didn't say nothing to me, and I didn't say nothing to you. You never lied.
So
withhold it.
But you never lied. How can I say? Why? I'm gonna just call you a fucking liar,
bro? That's withholding the truth. Yes.
All right. So what about if you ask him explicitly, Raw, have you seen my money? Or maybe if you you ask Raw, did you pick up like $1,000 or some shit? And he say no.
He didn't pick up no $1,000. That's not lying.
But he saw me do it. Or did he?
Yeah.
But that's still not him lying. The question I asked, how can I be mad at him about the question I fucking asked?
Nigga's a liar. Just right now, bro. That's a lie.
It's like you kind of parsing word. Like, he's kind of like, yeah, I didn't pick it up. You know what I mean?
You ain't asked me.
Now,
You pick it up.
but exactly. So my next question would have been like, well, did you see it? That's when he would have to answer that question. So if I don't ask him if he haven't seen it or not, then he didn't lie. I asked him, did he see $1,000 on the floor? He said no. Boom. That's not a lie.
So you won't get mad at me if I seen it? And
no.
I didn't tell you?
Why would I get mad at you?
What the heck? Yo, so you won't get mad at me if I seen him pick up $1,000 on the floor, but you ask me, hey yo, Ro, did you pick up that $1,000 on the floor? And I ain't never tell you that he picked up the $1,000 on the floor. You won't get mad at me?
Listen, a loss is a loss. Why am I gonna get mad at
So
you?
you just innocent until proven
I
guilty.
think Rick is just so headstrong on his viewpoints that he just don't want to get off of it. Because that's some bullshit, nigga.
How?
That's some bullshit.
That's not a lie though. He never lied to me.
You said you wouldn't get mad.
But I'm saying
You said you wouldn't get mad,
the
bro.
question is about him being lying.
No, his question was, why are you gonna get mad?
I'm gonna be furious.
You just said you wasn't, nigga.
No, bro.
But I'm trying to get back because the big question was it a lie? Wasn't a lie. At the end of the day, I could be mad all I want, but if I didn't ask the right questions, at the end of the day, if I didn't ask the right questions, I got the answers I got. That's on me.
I think a lie isn't just if you ask me and I don't tell you. That's not what a lie.
Well, listen, if you're gonna be upfront with me, well, if that was the case, he should have just been upfront with me. He even had the money.
I'm saying he's a liar. That's my point. I'm saying, like, I think a lie. I think
because that had nothing to do with him. Ain't like he had the money.
No, but
that shit has nothing to do with him.
No, but what I'm saying is, bro, like, a lie isn't just you thinking a lie. I think a lie is more fluent than if I ask you something and you tell me the opposite of the truth, then that's a lie.
All right, well, let's just kick it like this. You think you saying a lie is verbal or non-verbal? I'm just saying a lie.
I didn't finish. I didn't say that. No, that's not what I said.
But you saying if he didn't tell me, he lied. My whole thing is if I ask the right question,
let me finish before you debate me. Before you debate my point.
Go ahead.
I'm saying, like, a lie isn't just you telling me or you asking me something and then I tell you the opposite. A lie is more than just that. Like, it's more fluent than that. It's also withholding the truth. If you go years without saying, if you go years without telling you the truth, it's still a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's more fluent than just, oh, it's the opposite of this. It's not just about nonverbal and verbal. It's just about, it's literally withholding the truth.
So basically, you telling me you telling me your viewpoint is higher than mine. Correct. I got it. Moving on.
No,
that's not what I said.
How? Because y'all not seeing, but you agreeing with him. So
I didn't say my viewpoint is higher than yours. I'm saying,
but you knocking my viewpoint.
That's what debate is. Yeah, I'm knocking your viewpoint. I'm not saying mine is better than yours. I'm saying
you are, because you saying I don't see no wrong in what I see, but you just said that.
No, I'm saying like I don't think that's what I don't think that's what a lie is. I think a lie is more fluent than just, that's what I think, my opinion. A lie is more fluent than just white and black. If I ask you and it's that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And my viewpoint of a lie was different, and you told me I was wrong. So you
that's
do.
what the debate is.
But I'm just saying, like,
go back to even we asked, like, bro, is that withholding the truth? Even like you said, no, that's not withholding the truth. That is withholding the truth. If I know the truth, but I'm not telling you the truth, that's withholding it. I'm not telling you the exact truth.
You didn't ask me,
bro. I gotta ask you a certain question for you to really just explain what it is, bro. The truth.
I gotta be upfront with you.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
The question. Both of your questions is yes.
So you tell your girl every time another girl texts you or talk to you?
I don't know. Last time a girl tried to bag me.
That's neither here nor
Do I
there.
tell my girl when you text me? What the fuck? Like, if a girl got my girls.
So are you lying to your girl?
In my opinion, no.
That's different. That's
But
completely
that's
different.
not.
That's a bad example. That's a bad example, bro.
If-
That's a bad example. You gotta admit that's a bad example.
That's not a bad example.
It's not.
He's
It's not,
saying no. What he said was that
if
you talking bullshit, for sure,
right?
Yeah.
I know who killed Heem.
Right.
You're pressuring me. You're asking me, yo, bro, kill Heem? I said, no, I ain't kill Heem. I'm not withholding the truth that I know who killed Heem, but the whole time you're affected by it.
But
that's
if
lying.
You answered the question I asked.
No, but the synonym for it was lie. The synonym for lie was withhold the truth.
Okay. But my whole thing is, if I ask you a specific question and you answered that question, that's not a fucking lie.
Bro, that is a fucking lie. I know who killed him. That's withholding the truth. That's a synonym for a lie.
So
I basically lied to you.
With that being said, you should have just told me before I even asked then.
Bro, I should have. But I still withhold the truth. If you're asking me, then, bro, I withhold the truth to you. I lied to you, bro. Regardless.
Y'all keep y'all beliefs. I keep mine.
So you telling me that?
Listen, if you ain't asked the right question, the fuck out of here.
I mean, I guess in the court of law, I get, but I'm saying like
you keep talking about court of law. It ain't no difference.
So
on the stand, off the stand, it's the same fucking shit, hand in hand.
So that's your mentality is if you don't ask me, I'm not telling you.
Pretty fucking much.
That's crazy, bro.
That's not
trustworthy.
It's a lack of integrity. Yeah, it's not loyal. That's not trustworthy. Like you said, it's like that's no integrity. Like it's like you're right. I'm not gonna tell my girl every time she texts me. I mean, every time another girl texts me. But if she asks me beforehand, yo, babe, every time if that girl texts you, tell me, and I don't tell her, that's not lying.
Niggas is
I
crazy.
fucked him up. Did I not fuck him up?
Yeah, you broke it up. You should have used that example.
But I'm saying,
your example.
And no, you didn't answer my question. Is that lying?
That's lying because she already asked you to tell her.
Now let me transition into a different example.
You do that because what you just did was fucked up.
Yes, that's the point. So that's the point I'm making. So all right, now she never asked me a question. She never came to me and was like, did she text you?
Why? When she told you every time she texts her, every time she texts you, you tell me. You said okay. But so if she texts you and you didn't tell her,
he's
lying.
Yeah, he's on my point.
No, I'm not.
Let me tell you why. Why. Because listen, bro, like she never, according to you, because she never asked me. It's a lie.
Wait. I said that, yeah. But you asked, the question was, she asked you every time she texts you, you tell me. So that means she don't have to ask you because you already said, when she texts me, I'm going to let you know. That was your fucking answer.
Okay, so now let me transition because you agree with that. That's cool. Now in that particular example, right? Mm-hmm. There was an air responsibility for me to tell the truth before she even asked me, correct?
What?
Okay, you wasn't listening. Because in that example, right? Mm-hmm. There was an air responsibility.
See if he can say this shit twice.
There was an air responsibility for me to tell her the truth without her having to ask me. in that example, correct?
Why would it have been an error?
Not an error, but like let me use a different word. Okay,
Please stop trying to prove your point because you're proving mine. Go ahead.
I am.
You prove.
I'm saying there was a responsibility for me to tell the truth without her having to ask me.
Right, because she didn't already ask you. Yes, correct.
She didn't. I'm saying like, but
She did. You just asked that question.
she didn't. I'm saying she didn't come to me and was like, "Yo, did you text her today?
But
did she text you today?"
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but she don't have to because she already asked you every time she texts.
Now let's transition to
you
the money.
tell
Let's
me.
transition to the money example. Like, there's money on the ground. We all three of us in this bitch.
Yep.
There's now a responsibility for two niggas saw the money that was your money. Mm-hmm. He watched me steal that shit, so he knows where it is.
Right.
You need that money to pay your rent, whatever the case may be. He didn't tell you just because you didn't explicitly say raw. Anytime Shaheem still tell me.
Even you go ahead and came to me and asked me, "Yo, Ro, did you steal my money?"
You know, but
But
listen,
you see how those are analogous?
But check me out. If it's three of us in the fucking room and I ain't steal my money and I asked Raw, he ain't steal my fucking money.
All right.
It gotta be
Let's
you.
say it's 5 niggas. The point I'm making is there's those you agree with the previous example,
I agree because you asked the previous question.
but this question isn't necessarily this is not even though it's not explicitly stated, it's still implied that he should tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not explicitly stated, it's still implied that he should be telling the truth about the money without you actually having to explicitly say it. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And if
but-
I'm not
You
telling the
already
truth,
agreed.
so what am I doing?
But-
You already agreed to the last example.
no.
You already agreed to the last one, bro. You
I
did.
didn't.
You now you didn't agree.
But you changing the situations.
No,
the
I'm saying
whole
the
thing.
reason why-
but the thing with the female and the question, she had already asked the question.
yeah, but
so,
what I'm saying is it's a similar situation because.
but how
this-
you going to dictate and change the situations?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Make the situation with the female make sense then.
What you saying? I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying, bro. Like, all right, 'cause maybe I'm not speaking clearly. I am mumble my fluff.
No,
Like-
you speaking clearly.
So what I'm saying is, let's compare the two. All right, her asking me to tell me every time that bitch texts you, let me know,
Right.
is the same thing as Raw seeing the money or us being in a room, being trustworthy, being niggas, being brothers, and it's the same shit because I shouldn't have to tell you Raw, like, tell me the truth if you see some money. I shouldn't have to tell you that. That's explicitly stated. I mean, that's like implied. I mean, that's implied to. I shouldn't have to tell you. So you saying it's not a lie, but you just said the previous example was a lie.
Because you just compared apples and oranges, bro.
It's not apples and
You
oranges.
just said that when she asked you to tell you every bitch that texts you every time she texts,
He's not
then you
understanding
said, no, you not. That's me. Stop.
You tripping? That's why, bro. I had to make sure you drunk all that shit.
You said
I
no.
don't think you
Wait,
understand me, bro. I don't think you understand what I'm
No,
saying.
you're not understanding.
want
me.
to.
You don't want to understand.
How? You make it make sense then,
Bro, you just said
No, what he said.
what he said. Basically, you said that I have the obligation to tell you the truth, which I did not do. If $1,000 go missing in here, that's what you said.
Does he not have the obligation to tell you the truth?
If I
Or no,
asked
or
the
no?
question,
No,
and
not
he
about
answered
asking
the
the question.
he didn't lie.
No, I'm not talking about the question. I'm saying forget the question.
Right.
But I'm saying, does he not have the obligation to tell you the truth about something?
If I didn't ask, he don't have any obligation to tell me anything.
Does he not have? So Raw doesn't have an obligation to tell you about
Nothing.
money being stolen.
I don't have to tell you about nothing. That's not my obligation. Nothing.
You don't have to tell me anything. I didn't
Oh,
ask.
so we never go to agree then, because bro, I'm telling you this now, bro. You have the obligation. If I drop some bread, bro, let me know,
Bro, you have the obligation to tell me the truth with anything that you feel like that will hurt my feelings, bro.
Absolutely.
Please.
Rick. It don't matter,
I guess I don't.
because apparently you or to you, we don't have that obligation. Like, I'm gonna just start stealing shit.
Stealing shit. Doing all little cool shit. If I see something, I don't see nothing even if I see something.
Hey man.
So that-
Ray Charles to the bullshit. Stop playing.
So we never gonna agree with that one. We never gonna agree. So
That nigga ain't gonna agree with himself.
I agrry with myself because I know what it is.
Oh my God. You don't. It's trauma. That's what it is.
trauma, man. So, y'all got some Broham Bible?
Yeah, we could make one up.
All right, let's do it, man. Because Rick tripping right now again.
It's always me, man. You can't run.
You can't run. Yeah, you can't run. Yeah, everywhere the sun touches. Yeah.
All right, man. For everybody who don't know, the Broham Bible is a game we play at the end of every podcast, which is basically it's truth or truth, but with a little spice to it. I mean, we know each other quite well, so we're going to ask a question to kind of incriminate ourselves. I mean, we go around asking each other a question. Yeah, let's get started.
So, Heem,
Yeah.
you agree with me right now, bro? You saying that the synonym for a lie is withholding the truth, right?
I agree.
Can you name a time that
Oh
you
my
actually
God.
lied
Name a time I actually lied.
or withhold the truth?
Oh man.
You can't run.
I hate this nigga. Why you ain't asking this nigga that, yo?
Cause he gonna
He's
say that's
gonna
not a
agree.
lie, so he's not even gonna go ahead.
One time I withheld the truth.
No, say lie. Not withheld the
okay,
truth.
one time
lie.
I lied.
In your words.
I don't know who listening to this show. I told my girl she didn't look fat in that dress. Fuck that shit. I'm not incriminating myself with that. That's a crazy joke. You hit us with a fucking home run right now.
My fault, bro. Is this time that you withhold a lie, bro, or withhold the truth?
Okay, yeah, let's ask Rick. Like, this is your segment this time, bro. Fuck that shit. Fuck my question, yo. Name a time when you ever not lied. Name a time you ever withheld the truth. You can't run.
You can't run. I did that shit the other day at the job. Like, they asked me about some shit. I know who fucked this order up.
Okay.
But
Rick.
that wasn't my. That ain't what you asked me. You ain't asked me who fucked it up. You asked me did I fuck the order up, and I said no.
That's a
So-
You're so fucking.
It's not a lie. You asked the question, you got the answer. I told the truth.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to think. How many times Ricky lied to me?
You
Probably
ain't
numerous, bro. At this point, I don't even trust this nigga, bro.
You ain't asked the right questions.
I don't trust him. Let you know right now, I don't trust you.
Okay.
I can tell you the time I withheld the truth. I did some nut shit. Y'all know I lied. Nah, I ain't lied. I withheld the truth. Whatever you want.
No, you lied.
All right, I lied then. Shit.
All right, I got my example. All right, go ahead.
No, let him explain.
My
it.
perfect
saying
example
after
shit.
you.
I did some nut shit.
Okay.
Say that I withheld the truth. I lied. I actually I had dealings with my man ex before my friend ex. He never deliberately asked me did I do it. I did it. But I withheld the
Say
truth.
what? Okay.
It wasn't my bitch, was it?
I ain't have dealings with your ex, bro.
All right, long
I don't know
say
your
lie.
I don't know your ex. So see that.
Was there anybody fuck used to fuck with y'all?
I don't know your ex either.
Yo, this nigga.
You can't run.
I don't know. I think one time in high school, I think no, fuck that. No.
Wow.
I was about to say something.
No, that's a lie. In your words, you
withheld it.
Yeah, you withheld it.
What
Don't
do I-
lie. Don't lie. Don't lie for our fans. They love us.
All right, so no.
You lying to our fans now.
Listen. That's all. I'm good.
You need to subscribe as well.
Listen, you proving my point.
I'm good, cause I'm not withholding. I'm good.
You withholding.
Listen, we all lie sometimes. You know what I mean? We all withhold the truth. I think withholding the truth is lying.
So you lying right now.
I'm not lying.
You withholding the truth.
I'm not withholding the truth. I'm
So
just
what you
withholding.
about
I'm
to
just,
say?
I'm just not divulging. I'm not getting personal. I got personal the last two podcasts.
Nigga say he's still in the doghouse.
Last three, dog.
I'm just,
Still can't go assist the crib.
I still can't say the name of the word name Greg without choking up a little.
well, y'all, guess we got a special guest together.
Nigga, what? You was some bullshit. You was some bullshit, cuz.
I found that nigga, Greg.
Fuck you, nigga.
Say no.
Listen, Yeah, that goes for another episode of the Two Possibilities podcast, man. Please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube.
Follow us on the book. Follow us on the gram.
300 subscribers. I'm a
100, nigga.
It's 100.
And if we get 50 subscribers, you gotta tell that story. What happened?
Yeah, all right, 50 subscribers.
And he ain't gonna lie to y'all no more.
I'll tell that high school story. You know what I mean?
100.
100. I'll
See the hairline.
I'll see the hairline. Shit, 200, man. I'll tell you by the time I was about to stab my sister. Shit.
Oh shit! Please
So
get the
listen.
200. I need that one.
So yeah, like, share, and
He is
subscribe.
really DJ Flash.
Follow us on Instagram at Two Possibilities. Follow us on Facebook, right? You got
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We out there, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, and please, like, again.
Oh,
can't stress,
send
like,
us
share, and
some
subscribe.
comments. You know, whatever y'all want to hear on the next one. Like, we all ears. Y'all want to hear it? DM us.
Yeah. We out.